So just to give you all a heads up on what's been happening, a lot of people, especially those who are attaining fifth dimensional consciousness at this time and above, for those people who are on that journey as well, a lot of people have reported feeling tired, some even being grumpy, not knowing which way to turn. And the tiredness is the most obvious feeling a lot of people have been having. And from my point of view, I've seen this as well. I've noticed this for myself. And I take the opinion that if you can, just rest for a bit, lie down if you can, even if it's just lying on a bed, keeping your eyes shut but not sleeping, just resting. Or even if it's sitting in your car and stopping your car and just resting, just for a few minutes, you will definitely get the benefit. And the reason this is happening, in my view, and actually my guidance from star beings is telling me exactly this, is that we're melding the old you and the new you. We have now evolved, and this happened after the equinox, which I mentioned at the time. We are now the new human being. And as we have evolved into this new you, then the things that have been changing have been affecting your normal bodily and physical functions and your mental functions also. And the way Marcus explains it, and I agree, is that there is a melding, a joining of the old you and the new human being. And what is happening is there is a harmonization between the two. And the result of that harmonization is a physical and a mental tiredness. It's not overwhelming tiredness for most, but it is nevertheless affecting people. And it is, of course, as some have mentioned, an effect of the solar winds, the effects from your sun as they send the waves of energy to you. These waves of energy you have known as downloads and upgrades. Of late, the upgrade energy is very powerful now. The light code energy is also very powerful now, as that light code energy is, it's a bit like, in your speak, it's a bit like saying that it's a wireless connection of data that is upgrading your operating system. And that's exactly how this is working now. And we know, we have seen these videos lately that Marcus has put out about this, and this is so true. The new human beings are going to be fully awake as they were at birth. And it is going to show a lot of people the way forward. A lot of people at the moment are feeling very confused because of what has been happening on your world and the things that beings have done here to enslave you, really, to keep you down and not up, to stop you in your ascension journeys. Well, they have realized too that they have failed in this now, and you are ascending rapidly. It cannot be stopped. It cannot be slowed down. And the changes you will notice very quickly coming into being for you. And when this occurs, the tiredness will start to diminish as well. That tiredness is only an effect of the blending, the melding of the new and old you. And as you get used to the two parts of you being one, then everything else will just become normal again. You'll be normalized and you will just carry on as before. But you will be connected to the oneness like never before. Because of these gifts, because of these upgrades to your DNA and your DNA strands, this will make massive changes for all beings on Earth. Now, for those who are awake, you will understand these messages very clearly. For those that are just waking up, you will have an idea of what these messages mean and will be able to find help. But for others who have no idea of what the messages we're giving are about, have no idea what anything above physical dimension is about, and don't want there to be anything above physical dimension, for them it will be very difficult for a while to get to grips with the changes that are occurring now. But we are all beings of light and love, and you are now beings of light and love also. Whereas in the past you might have found this a challenge, it will no longer be a challenge for you going forward as you have evolved. You are even more compassionate than before, and you will do what is best for all concerned at that moment in time. Everything is different. We cannot make one statement for this, but you will understand when these things occur. And for now, just remember, stay in your heart, accept these gifts, and do something to help you with these gifts to connect to the oneness in a more regular instance. Marcus has talked a lot about just being, just be in the flow, just be you, just becoming you, the new you. This is a very important aspect for you, because when you are just in that beingness, you're connected to everything. And that allows you to understand everything. That allows you to receive and transmit everything. You are part of the one then. And that oneness is everything. So even if it's just for a glimpse of a few seconds each day or each week, whatever you can do in that time will be a great benefit for you and all of humanity. Thank you. Thank you for listening. We hope this helps you on your journey of ascension onwards and upwards. Onwards and upwards.